What is going on, y'all? It is your girl ToShae B336 Tarot here. How are y'all doing today? I hope you are having a fantastic day today. Happy new moon in Scorpio, right? Coming through, decided to go ahead and do a reading today. Yeah, just because it's new moon in Scorpio. Of course, this new moon is all about transformation, releasing things from the past, moving forward, going deep within yourself, doing some self-reflection, some inner work, right? Working on your personal development, releasing, all that good stuff. So I decided to go ahead and do a reading today. Okay, so if you have been rocking with me, I appreciate you for your likes, shares, comments, and subscribe. Alright, and if you are new to the channel, welcome to the family. I'm truly grateful for y'all being here. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post. Okay, very good. So as y'all can see, y'all will not see me as much in the camera today as y'all will actually see the cards. Alright, very good. So where are we at, y'all? So let's go ahead and jump in with spirit guides, ancestors, and angels of the highest and purest light, vibration, and energy. Come through, spirit. What do we need to talk about on this new moon in Scorpio? Let's see what we got going on. Of course, starting with the Moonology deck because it is a new moon, right? Very, very good. Y'all make sure you set some intentions tonight or today, and start manifesting some new things into your life, some new abundance, new opportunities. Start getting that stuff coming into you. Okay, very good, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with your oracle cards, past, present, and future for mind, body, and spirit. Okay, very, very good. Y'all will have to tell me how y'all like this setup. I'm still trying to figure out how to get how to not have the they're telling me to keep shuffling, not have the ring light reflecting in my glasses. I ain't figured it out yet, but I will. Very good, very good. Okay, now we can stop. All right, y'all, here we go. Top card. Oh, they said face down. Okay, so mind, body, and spirit, y'all. That is how we are starting off. Moonology cards, and then we're going to get some art of manifestation oracle cards. These cards are hard to shuffle, child. I ain't even gonna lie to you, they are still fairly new for me, so they are a little hard to shuffle as of yet, but I'm gonna get them together, child. They gotta get some wear and tear on them. All right, come through, spirit. What do we have? Mind, body, and spirit, past, present, and future. After the oracle cards, y'all, we are going to jump into the Celtic cross. Okay. And they want 4 cards in this position. Y'all want that one? They said in the middle. Very good. Come through, spirit. What do we have for our new moon? Oh, no. Okay. Alright, so what they're guiding me to do is give some opening guidance for the reading. So we are going to go ahead and grab some opening guidance for y'all, see what we have going on. Okay? Thank you, spirit. Look, y'all can't see my face, of course, but of course the sun is going to be bending the clouds in just a second, right? So we are going to see how much more light we're going to have in here once the sun comes around the corner. Okay? That's fitting. Okay. So the first card that you guys have to come out today, wait a minute, I got to make sure I can get this to focus, y'all, because, wait a minute. We have lust that is coming out. Is that focusing for y'all? It don't look like it, huh? There we go. We have lust that is coming out. This card says there is an energy of lust, infatuation, primal desire, and risk of addiction. Scorpio is actually all about desire and lust and carnal desires, right? So that's why I said this card is very fitting to come out. It's about sex as well, right? Got to be honest about Scorpio. Possible sexual addiction, controlling others with sexual energy, or manipulation by using lust for selfish gain. This is an omen of a loveless exchange, emotionally empty and unfulfilling outcomes. Avoid risky situations involving lust. Be careful of getting yourself involved into situations that with people who are emotionally unbalanced, emotionally unavailable, and just lustful situations, right? If you want to just have fun and play, then of course that is well within your rights to do. But Spirit is saying be careful of these type of people that are coming in where it's strictly a sexual attraction. If you are looking for love, if you are looking for somebody to really be there and be there for you, supporting you emotionally, be mindful of new connections that may be coming in towards you that will not provide that. It will be, I'm hearing like very passionate connections that are coming in, but it will not be emotionally fulfilling. So just be aware of that, okay? That is part of Scorpio season, y'all. So I mean, it is what it is, right? So just be mindful of that, okay? Next card to come out for y'all, you have Providence. This card says it is by divine intervention that your situation will be handled. This is outside of your control. Expect grand gestures from the universe and spirit. Spirit is wanting you to trust in the direction that you are going. If you are starting new creative projects, new ideas are starting to blossom and take hold. They're wanting you to trust that this inspiration is coming from Spirit, and they are guiding you and directing you to help you make them successful, okay? You have to believe in your manifestations. We talked about that starting in the very beginning. Believe in your manifestations. Believe in the intentions that you are setting, right? Because if you don't believe in them, then how are they going to actually come to fruition? Spirit is always working behind the scenes to help and assist, and they want you to know that even if you cannot see everything that is happening, even though it's not right in front of you, things are definitely happening for you. They want you to just have faith, believe, and also be patient, okay? The new creations, the new ideas, the new experiences that are coming in for y'all, they want you to also just trust the process, nurture, develop, and so that it can grow, okay? You have great and amazing things that are coming in. Spirit is supporting this. You have to have faith in the outcome, okay? Just know that even if you can't see it, things are happening behind the scenes that you may or are not aware of as of right now. Just trust that Spirit is working on your behalf, okay? Very good, y'all, very good. So now jumping into past, present, and future. First cards out, we have the Mind cards. So coming up in the past position, what we have coming up for y'all, believe in the impossible. Make sure, we were just talking about that. Have faith, dream big, and have faith in the things that you are trying to accomplish. In the past, you may not have believed that things were available to you, that the success was not available to you. Spirit is saying they're wanting you to release and let go of any fears that you cannot be successful. Believe in magic, believe in the impossible, believe in the biggest dreams possible. Do not limit your dreams. Do not limit your intentions. Do not limit what you are capable of, okay? Believe in the magic. Whereas before, they want you to let go of this sense of doubt that you may have, that you can't accomplish anything you set out to do. If you're looking for employment, they're wanting you to set your intentions around obtaining the job that you want, and then be on the lookout for additional opportunities that may present themselves. while you are waiting for your dreams to manifest. Okay, they want you to not doubt. They want you to believe that everything is possible. Y'all, real life tarot, I don't make it up. Y'all know I gotta put some chapstick on. Okay. All right, so coming up in your present situation, oh, come on, Spirit, we are coming up with the Power card. This is the number 11 card, y'all. So this is, so pay attention to synchronicities as well. Believing in your power. You may have been doing some setting some intentions around courage and your strength and the things that you are able to accomplish. Okay, dragons may be significant for you. I'm not familiar with the significance of dragons, but they're just saying that dragons may be important. You may be seeing it on TV, seeing it on different billboards, pictures, or whatever. But dragons are a symbol of power. This is remembering the power that you have, your manifestation abilities. Remember, like we were just talking about, believe in message in the impossible, right? Believe in the magic. Dragons are magic, right? They're not something that actually exists in the real world, but the power of them still exists. And Spirit is saying you are going in the right direction. Continue to work on growing your strength, and standing for what you believe in. Do not let anyone try to dictate to you. Don't try to let anyone diminish you, diminish your light, or be in control of you. This is a time for releasing any types of toxic situations, toxic people, toxic connections as well. Release those things. Stand in your power so that you can, when your manifestations do come into fruition, you will be in control. It's like taking control of your destiny. They're wanting you to really do that. Okay, so what we message have in your future position for your mind, number 22, have your voice. This card says, is there something that you need to say? An inability to speak out can leave us with feelings of hurt and resentment, which can then create a kind of internal energetic roadblock. Voice your feelings to yourself or write them down. It is time to release the past. Remember, we were just talking about that's one of the things that is very significant with this moon, right? Releasing things, connections, toxic connections, people who are not meant to move forward with you. Also, really going inside yourself and being self-reflective and really looking into your feelings, not repressing your emotions, and not being afraid to speak your voice, right? Not being afraid to speak your voice, speak your truth, and it doesn't have to be true for anyone else as long as it is true for you. Like I was just saying, don't let anyone diminish you or diminish your light, right? Because you are meant to shine. You are meant to be great. You are meant to be the own authority of your life. And Spirit is not wanting you to be quiet. If you have something to say, verbalize that, speak that. Okay, that is completely up to you, and nobody can stop you from doing that. Your feelings are valid. Okay, anything that you feel, anything, any emotions that you feel, Spirit is wanting you to really tap into those, really sit with them and face them. We cannot hold, we don't want to hold on to them, especially if they're hurtful feelings, hurtful situations that we may have been in. They don't want you to create any unnecessary blocks, right? Because we're trying to manifest, we're trying to bring some things in. So you don't want to, you need to release these things. These are things that you can release in order to call back your power. And also, oh, it's so funny, I saw 11:22 on the clock today, and it's 3:03 on the clock message, and I got 22 notifications on my computer. So mind the synchronicities. Okay, speak your truth. The Spirit is not wanting you to diminish your power by not speaking your truth. Stand in your power. Be true to who you are. You are entitled to speak your opinions, your thoughts. People don't have to agree with you, but you can still speak them. Okay? Speak your truth. Speak your truth. All right? Very good. All right. So moving on to body. What we have in the past position, we have surrender to the divine. You may not have been willing to do that in the past, and trust in Spirit and believe in Spirit. Remember, we were talking about trusting and having faith in your outcome, and having faith that Spirit is working behind the scenes. Surrender to the divine. Surrender your your fears to the divine. That is going to help you to message, call in the magic that you are trying to create in your life, right? Surrender your hopes, your fears, everything. You have to have faith in spirit, but also in yourself and in the spirit that is within you. Surrender to the divine part of yourself, okay? They're saying like full moon. We have full moon coming up on the 19th. Of course, today is the new moon in Scorpio. But during the full moon that is coming up, is full moon in Taurus. That is a perfect time to start do release work, okay? Because full moons are about releasing. So you definitely may want to look at that. Start writing down some things. And also what they're showing me is like, for the release work that you are doing, you're wanting to release things that are hindering or in opposition to your values, okay? The things that mean the most to you. Me personally, one of my values is freedom. Freedom in every aspect. I want to be free, right? Free to think the way I want, do what I want, have what I want. And it's a mindset shift, right? It's a mindset shift that happens. So you want to do release work to anything that would oppose you from your, like, oppose your values, oppose you surrendering to the divine and surrendering to what means the most to you, okay? Coming up in the present position for body, we have willow spirit, flexibility. Okay, let me see if I get there. We go. All right, autofocus, come on through. Be flexible, right? You have to, when spirit is working, they're going back to saying when spirit is working, everything is not going to be on the straight and narrow, okay? Spirit is wanting you to be flexible in the way that things happen. You may have to take a sidestep. You may have to, it may not be a completely straight path that you go through. And spirit is wanting you to trust that even if you have to take a detour, you are still on the path that you are supposed to be on, okay? They're wanting you to rise above, is what they also just said. Rise above, like, the structures and the boundaries that you have put within yourself. And again, believe in the magic, believe in the impossible, right? Staying grounded and grounding your manifestations into this reality. Spirit is wanting you to be willing to bend a little bit insofar and not have to have everything in a certain row, right? You can be a little bit less practical. You can be flexible, and that will allow spirit to bring things into you quicker because you are not trying to have it just one way. Okay, very good. And coming up in your future position, you have number 53, take a risk. This card says step out of your comfort zone. And immediately, of course, they're bringing me back to this flexibility card. Step out of your comfort zone. Feeling safe and secure is a wonderful experience, but if we remain in our safe zone for fear of change, we create a limiting and restrictive environment that can ultimately lead to stagnation and the loss of our creative potential to manifest our greatest contribution in the world. Let go of fear and take a risk. They're bringing me back to this card and also the flexibility card as well. Be willing to step outside and do something different from what you normally do, right? Do something in a different way than what you normally do. By changing up your routine, your patterns, your habits, that will actually help to accelerate your manifestations. You don't want to be in a place of just continuing to do the same thing, because that will create that stagnation, and we are trying to avoid stagnation, right? We want to do things different. We don't want to limit ourselves or our creative potential, okay? With manifesting, when it's stagnant and when the energy is just stuck in one place, it can be a delay of your manifestation. So take a risk, do something different, take a risk on yourself, okay? Take a risk on what you are trying to do, and just find some different creative ways to accomplish the goals. You'll still reach the same goals, you'll still reach it, but you just have to do it a different way. We were just talking about that on this flexibility card, okay? All right, jumping into spirit in the past position, we have your commitment is being tested. So what they're showing me on this, y'all, is that you have gone through a series of tests, because spirit will come in and test you to see how strong is your faith, right? How strong is your faith? How strong do you believe in what it is that you are trying to accomplish? If you do not believe in what you are trying to accomplish, how can spirit bring it in for you? So you have been, like, you may have other situations that will come up, or that have come up, and may come up in the future as well, is what I'm hearing, that will test your commitment to your goals, your commitment to your intentions, your commitment to what you are trying to accomplish. Okay, so understand that spirit is going to support you either way, but you have to be committed to what it is that you are trying to do. Spirit cannot direct you if you are confused about what it is that you actually want and what you're trying to accomplish, right? So you have to be committed to your goals. Make sure that you're writing out your goals. Make sure that you're planning out the moves that you want to make, right? Take time out to sit and really do that. Write out your goals, write out your intentions, especially today, right? Because today is the perfect day for that. And stay committed to them. You want to periodically reassess and kind of come back and say, okay, is this still in alignment with what I want? Is this still in alignment with what I am trying to do? Is this still the direction that I am trying to go, right? Spirit is saying, stay committed to yourself, stay committed to your goals, and periodically checking in with yourself, right? Tap in with yourself in order to see if you are still on track with what it is that you are wanting to accomplish for yourself. Okay, do not fear these tests that end up coming up, because you have to go through it to grow through it, right? So if you feel like you are being tested, that's where you turn back to spirit. That's where you really remember the source of your power, right? That's when you surrender to the divine and say, you know what, spirit, I know that you're testing me. You may be testing my will, my resolve, my commitment to speaking up for myself, to being true to myself. Spirit is saying surrender. Surrender to spirit and trust that anything that happens, any obstacles, any challenges that you may face, you're going through these so that you can learn from them and then move forward. Okay, stay true to yourself and stay true to your goals. Okay, very good, y'all. Next to come out in the present situation for spirit, we have healing bear spirit. Let me see, did that focus for y'all? No, there we go. Healing bear spirit number 4. What I'm getting on this is endurance, right? I'm getting endurance. Bears, of course, go through periods of hibernation as well. So so you may be in a phase of your life right now where you are going through some healing, some deep healing, right? That's part of Scorpio season, doing some deep healing and really having to go within yourself. That's like how they're showing it to me with hibernation. Go within yourself and really get to know yourself, learn yourself, and remembering your power. Remember, we have this power card that came out. Remembering your power, remembering your worth, remembering your strength, and not questioning that. Okay, that was the first message that they gave me on that. They're wanting you to really, if you have gone through like a relationship, is what they're showing me. If you've gone through a relationship that maybe ended and it didn't end on the best of terms, or you've disconnected or lost your job, or any disconnection that you have had that was something that you devoted a lot of time and energy to, Spirit is saying that you may have to go, or you will have to go through a period of healing, right? They don't want you to just jump into the next thing. They want you to take some time to heal and really learn some things about yourself that you may not have known while you were going through this situation. They're wanting you to take some time out to heal your mind, body, and spirit. This is in the present for spirit. So they're wanting you to really focus on healing your spirit, connecting with spirit, surrendering to spirit, right? Really take some time out to do that, y'all, because it's actually going to be really beneficial for you. Do not try to just jump into the next thing without kind of sitting and reflecting and learning the lessons that you have gone through. They're wanting you again to remember your strength. And just like the bear, there may be times where you have to be ferocious. There may be times that you have to be meek and kind of hold your tongue and not really say anything. And Spirit is saying they're wanting you to learn the difference between when to move, when to be still, when to not being afraid of speaking your voice, standing in your power. Remember, we had this card that came out, not being afraid of standing in your power, okay? And speaking your truth and being authentic to yourself. Spirit is saying, listen, just take some time out to heal and get to know yourself. Okay? All right, y'all. And in the future position, very good, Spirit. You have to have and to hold that is coming out. Healthy relationships are formed through love rather than need. What they're saying, they just showed me, is healing codependent relationships with your job, with money, whatever the case, whatever you have this unhealthy connection to. Spirit is wanting you to heal those things and once you heal those parts of yourself and those aspects of yourself, you will begin to call in healthy relationships and healthy connections. Okay? When you are dependent upon something, that is not healthy, y'all. It is that, and that is something that they're wanting you to heal. And if this was a relationship, they're wanting you to realize that every relationship is not meant to move forward with you. They want you to really work on self-love and self-care and not hold on to things for fear or like a lack mentality, scarcity mentality, that you won't have somebody else to come in, or that you won't have new connections, new friendships, new opportunities to come in, because you will. But they're wanting you to not come from a place of insecurity. They're wanting you to really focus on what it is within you that made you call in these unhealthy connections or these codependent relationships or codependent attachments. They're wanting you to really take some time and reflect on that, so that you, when new connections start coming in, you will not be calling in the same types of dynamics. Okay, you want to move past that. You want to build trust within yourself. You want to build love within yourself and not call in repeat situations. We don't want to go through repeats. Okay, very good, y'all, very good. So now we are going to jump into the Celtic Cross and see what we have going on in the Celtic Cross for y'all for this new moon in Scorpio. Okay, spirit guides, ancestors, and angels of the highest and purest light, vibration, and energy, come through, Spirit. Oh, there's the first one. What do we have going on? And what do we need to focus on for intentions for this new moon in Scorpio? Come on, Spirit. Look, this is already really good. Let me move these over just a tad, y'all, so we can have enough room. Okay. Okay. All right. Very, very good. So, first and foremost, what is the heart of the matter? The Page of Pentacles is coming out for y'all. Okay. This card says scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous, time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself And happy news about your career, promotions, and studying something new. Remember, we talked about this, y'all, in the beginning of the reading. This is not being, when you're setting your intentions, you want to start setting intentions that are going to call in these new opportunities for you, and know that Spirit is working with you to bring these in. You may be going back to school. That may be an intention that you are setting. Doing some self-study, doing some self-work, some self-reflective work, right? Really studying and learning yourself. I've never noticed this before, but there's a rabbit that is on this page of Pentacles, right? Abundance and fertility coming in. Really taking the time to nurture the seeds that you're planting. If y'all can see, wait a minute, let me come and bring it over here. This plant that's that's sitting here, it's like you've planted the seeds, and you have to watch and wait for them to grow. Okay. They're wanting you to be more happy and really find some joy, and insert some joy into your life. Get out and do something different, right? Because they're wanting you to take the time to call in new opportunities and new abundance, right? So new opportunities are going to be coming in, but you have to give yourself, you got to kind of put the work in, right? You got to do some work so that you can call in these new connections, new people, and do the work. You got to do the work, right? The self work to really face the things that you may have been hiding from and not wanting to deal with. But it's time to do the work on yourself so you can call in new beginnings. Okay. Look what's crossing, y'all. Release, right? Release. So this is the Death card. This is all what Scorpio season is all about, right? New moon in Scorpio. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back, and spiritual transformation. Y'all, this is the whole reading in itself. Do not be afraid of new beginnings. Do not be afraid of change. Do not be afraid of stepping into new opportunities. We don't have to fear change. We do not have to fear endings, because endings, the only thing it does is make room for something new to come in. Okay. And look at this field of flowers that is on this Death card, right? Spirit is coming in and supporting you, saying, I am removing things, situations, people, connections out of your life so that you can move forward and be more abundant and be more happy, right? Going through spiritual transformation. There, you may be going through an awakening. I'm seeing that there's like spiritual transformation that is happening. You may be having like a Kundalini awakening, and really embracing that, and embracing your spiritual growth, embracing the wisdom that you're receiving from Spirit, and not fearing that. And oh, y'all, I just looked on this card. If you can see on here, it looks like the new moon. Can y'all see that? Not fearing these gifts, not fearing if you have spiritual gifts. Like what I'm feeling is that your spiritual gifts are actually awakening. Okay. And they're wanting you to release any fears, any doubts that you have, that this is what is supposed to happen for you. It's like they're showing this field of flowers. They're showing the abundance that is that you are opening yourself up to by releasing and making room for the things that are no longer beneficial for you. Okay. New beginnings coming in. New beginnings are definitely coming in for y'all. So do not be afraid or try to hold on to people, places, situations, things that are not meant to move forward with you. I know it's a difficult thing to do, but this is the whole point of Scorpio season, and is really going within, releasing what we cannot take with us so that we can move forward and be more abundant and be more prosperous. Spirit is definitely bringing in abundance for you. Okay. Believe in the magic. They brought me back again, right? Because of this unicorn. Again, another animal that is fictitious, but we know the magic of unicorns. We know the power of unicorns. So trust in spirit. Trust that spirit is bringing in these new opportunities, and they ain't gonna leave you hanging, right? Spirit is not gonna leave you hanging, okay? Your spirit guides, ancestors, and angels, they are not gonna leave you hanging. They are helping you to manifest as much abundance as you can see, as far as the eye can see, right? So just trust in that, okay? Very good. So what is coming up in your foundation? The 9 of Pentacles. This is great, y'all. Enjoying the fruits of your labors, hard work that has led to a luxurious life, buying yourself something special, happily and successfully self-employed. Thank you, Spirit. Enjoying your solitude. Remember, I was talking about like the hermit and really going within. You have worked really hard to create the life that you have, to create the abundance that you already have. Spirit is wanting you to show gratitude for that. Be grateful for everything that you have gone through, everything that every trial, tribulation. Spirit is saying, listen, we see what you have gone through, and we are and your spirit guides are coming in and saying, we want you to enjoy your free time. Buy yourself something nice, pamper yourself, do something nice for yourself, because you deserve that. They're also showing me on this to make sure that you are telling yourself like how worthy you are. I am worthy. That is a mantra that you can say every day. I am worthy. I am worthy for the abundance and love and prosperity that is coming, that I am attracting to me in its highest forms. Take the time out to nurture yourself. The 9 of Pentacles always for me is like pre-Empress energy. So make sure that you're showing some love to yourself. You have worked really hard to accomplish everything that you have accomplished so far. And you still have things that you are going to accomplish. So make sure you're taking the time out to really show gratitude for where you've been, right, to help you get to where you're going. But you're going because you've done a lot. You've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of work on yourself, and Spirit is wanting to come in and show you like, hey, we see everything that you have done, and we are supporting you. Enjoy where you are right now. Show gratitude for everything that you have, and tell yourself how special you are, because you are special, okay? Coming up in the recent past for you guys, you have the 4 of Swords. This is like a rest period. This is taking time out. You may have been in a rest, like in rest mode, right? You may have really just kind of put yourself on pause on purpose, right? That's they showed me like the Hanged Man coming in. They're wanting you to meditate so that you can really connect to spirit, right? Really connect to your higher self and receive insight, wisdom, and guidance, okay? They're not wanting you to rush into decisions. In the past, you may have rushed into decisions without really thinking them through or really evaluating how you felt about it before you just rushed in. So they're saying, take some time. Remember, we've been talking about this is a time of self-reflection and really going within. Take some time to rest and before you make a decision, especially if it's like a major purchase, things like a car, or make sure you do your research, right? They're bringing me back to this Page of Pentacles. Make sure you do your research before you make any key purchases. Anything that will require like a significant lump sum of money is what I just saw. Take some time out to rest. They want you to meditate. If you know, get into a consistent meditation practice is what they're showing me. Consistently show up every day and show spirit that you want this connection and that you are willing to nurture the connection with spirit, right? Show up for yourself every day by meditating, slowing yourself down, and really allowing that time to connect with yourself, right? To connect with you and your higher self, right? And if you've been having some sleepless nights, they're wanting you to try to get yourself into the routine of shutting everything down, shutting off everything so that you can get to sleep, and if you've been dealing with any insomnia, okay? Meditation is great for helping you to fall asleep, okay? coming up in your strengths, what's crowning you, you have the Queen of Cups that is coming in. This card says loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights. Remember, we were talking about this, right? Your psychic powers, it's like your psychic powers are coming online, okay? And which is, of course, not surprising because this is Scorpio season, right? This is Scorpio season. This is all about intuition and the occult, and really delving into yourself and trusting that wisdom and guidance, okay? So these are powers that may be coming online for you. Again, your psychic insights, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, those things may be elevating, especially right now. They just say connecting to your ancestors as well. Thank you, Spirit Nim, Ancestors Nim. Deep psychic insights, like really seeing things before they happen is what I just heard. Message really and really learning to trust your intuition. If you can develop your intuition, is a muscle, okay? So you can develop that skill. So that may be something that you are working on doing. They're also wanting you to really open up your heart chakra, make sure that you are open to receiving these insights, gifts, and new abilities that are coming in for you. And take care of yourself and nurture yourself. The Queen of Cups nurtures herself. She's able to take care of herself, and she's able to take care of her family as well. So make sure, remember, we were talking about taking some time to take care of yourself, pamper yourself, do something nice for you. You deserve that. We talked about that on this Nine of Pentacles, right? So make sure you're taking care of yourself and really listening to your body and how your body is responding to different energies. Like if you go somewhere and it doesn't feel right, trusting your vibes, trusting, using your discernment. Like if something don't feel right, then don't try to make it feel right, okay? Trust the guidance that and wisdom that your body is giving you as well. And that takes really getting to know your body. So again, in meditation, start really paying attention to your body and how your body, different feelings and emotions that you are experiencing, okay? Take care of yourself, okay? Trust your intuition. All right, very good. Next, coming out in the near future for you guys, you have the Three of Wands that is coming in. This card says planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. Remember, we were talking about that, y'all. It's like start making long-term goals. Start writing your plans down. What are you trying to accomplish? Where are you trying to go? What does success look like for you? Spirit, this is about growth and expansion as well. Remember, we talked about abundance coming in, healing coming in as well, because you have worked really hard to get where you are. So show yourself some love, right, and recognition for that. Celebrate yourself, because you've had to go through a lot in order to get where you are, okay? So take some time out and really just congratulate you, right? Congratulate everything that you have had to go through in order to get to where you are. Show pride in yourself, in the things that you have accomplished, in everything about you. Spirit is wanting you to really have pride in yourself, because it took a lot to get to where you are. They're wanting you to make a plan, because things are about to start happening and moving forward, and they're wanting you to be ready and be prepared, okay? Because Spirit, and look, I'm trying to tell you, Spirit has seen your hard work, and they're bringing in success, and they want you to be ready for it, okay? So make sure that you put some plans in place, set some intentions, and watch, because your growth and expansion is happening. It is happening, okay? Now, how you, this is you, how you're showing up right now. You have ego. This is the ego spot, right? But this is actually the Devil card. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation, and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Letting go. Remember, we were talking about letting go of anything that is unhealthy, toxic, connections, addictions. They're wanting you to make sure negative thinking, negative mindsets. Don't think backwards. If you Don't tell yourself the opposite of what you are trying to manifest. Break the chains of that, right? Break free of any thinking that you have that is telling you that you are not going to be successful, or that you are not going to accomplish what you're setting out to do, right? Spirit is saying, trust. We are helping you to break these chains, and you are not trapped. You are moving forward. Just because you cannot see things happening does not mean that things are not happening behind the scenes. Remember that. So don't talk yourself into feeling or thinking that things are not working for you, okay? They're wanting you to add, you may need to add some exercise into your everyday life. If you're like me and you work from home, you want to make sure that you're getting outside and walking, and really just taking some time to move the energy within yourself. You may need to get like a Reiki treatment if you're not able to clear the energy with the stagnant energy within yourself. So do not talk yourself into feeling like things are not moving forward, or that things are not happening, because they really are happening. You just have to change your mindset and the way you're talking to yourself, the way you're thinking about your current situation, because you are moving forward, okay? We are releasing this devil energy, these attachments. Remember, we talked about codependency. It's like, this is what we are healing, right? We're healing these attachments, unhealthy attachments, toxic connections, whether it's with a job, people, whatever the case may be. You're healing these things, okay? And Spirit is coming in and saying, listen, we see you, and we are helping you to do this. We are helping you to heal and release the negative energy, negative thinking, and showing you a different way to move forward, okay? What is showing up in your environment? Okay, you have the Four of Wands. So listen, this is the success that is coming in. This is celebrating yourself. Show gratitude. Again, we talked about this. Show gratitude for everything that you have accomplished, and the abundance that's already coming in. One thing about manifestation is you have to already know that this is en route to you, okay? Start living the life like you already have it, because you do. Spirit is saying, show gratitude. Start celebrating yourself. Show and be at peace with knowing that these manifestations and abundance are coming in. If you are trying to manifest a home, understand that is coming too. Some of you may be moving, is what else I just heard. They showed me that on this Three of Wands. So you may be moving. You may be looking to make that type of change. Spirit is saying, yes, that is happening as well. So show gratitude, because you are making these things happen. You are making these successes happen. This abundance come in. We're co-creating with Spirit. They're wanting you to find some peace, right? Start finding some peace and some balance within yourself, so that you can be happy. Find your joy, okay? Find your joy. They just told me to clarify this devil card, okay? So I'm going back to how you are showing up. Let me clarify this devil card for y'all. Uh-oh, wait a minute, y'all. What do we need to release, Spirit? Okay, so clarifying this ego card is the Five of Wands. This is like, what they're showing me is the need to always be right, and also conflict, disagreement, and people who are disturbing your peace. And this is why they told me to go back to this card and clarify, and they're clarifying it with the Five of Wands. Because remember, we were just saying on this Four of Wands, they're wanting you to find peace. They're wanting anything that disturbs your peace, that disturbs your happiness. They're wanting you to release that. That anything that keeps you from joy and has you in a state of discontentment, they're wanting you to release that, because it is blocking They don't want that block to be in place for you, okay? And it may be difficult to do, you know what I'm saying, to release people is what they're showing me. People who diminish you, try to intentionally diminish your light. They're not wanting you to continue these connections. They're wanting you to start calling in healthier connections. People who are not going to stifle your growth and who are going to elevate you into where you are trying to go, okay? They're wanting people who are going to celebrate you, your successes, and everything that you are trying to accomplish. So let go of people who are always in competition with you, who are always in competition with you, who are dramatic is what I just heard, who have a lot of drama surrounding them. We don't have time for that. We are trying to call in positivity, positive energy, positive vibes. So it is time to release those people, places, and things because they are not serving you or where you're trying to go. Okay? All right. Coming out in hopes and fears, you have the King of Wands that is coming in. This says motivational, inspiring, ambitious. They're wanting you to step into your power. Remember, we talked about that on this dragon card. Do not be afraid to step into and shine your light. Be assertive. Take control of your light. Do anyone who, they're bringing me back to this Five of Wands card, anyone who tries to keep you from communicating your vision, speaking your truth, something else we already talked about, we don't have time, right? We are not dealing with those types of energies because you are meant to shine. You are meant to be a leader. You are meant to have be in the spotlight, right? So don't be afraid of that. Do not be afraid of the power that you possess, the wisdom that you possess. Do not be afraid to shine the light on yourself, right? Don't be afraid of that. Step into your power. Be in authority of your life. Nobody can dictate to you. Nobody can tell you what to do. So you may be helping others. You may be do public speaking that allows you to help others to overcome obstacles and challenges, or people who are having problems standing in their power and owning who they are. So you never know when you are communicating the things that you have gone through on your journey, the things that you have experienced, how that can benefit or help someone else, right? And you are protected. You are very much protected by spirit because they are encouraging you to do this, encouraging you to stand in your power, share your wisdom, share your gifts, so that you can inspire others, and also inspiring yourself. You know what I'm saying? Remembering your spark, remembering the power that you possess and own. Oh, look, y'all, and there's a dragon that is on this throne, right? So again, stand in your power, right? Stand in your power. Know your self-worth. Be confident in yourself, okay? You are, and there is, wait, I got to take my glasses off to see that. It looks like, because of course this is Leo energy, so you may have some Leo in your chart like I do, right? So they're also saying keep your eyes on the big picture. Stay focused, okay, on your goals. Remember, we talked about that as well. Staying focused on your goals and what you were trying to achieve, okay? Don't be afraid to stand in your power, okay? All right, now potential future outcome, you're coming up with the Nine of Swords. You have to stay out of your head, okay? This is unfounded fears. You cannot be fearful and faithful at the same time. You cannot. It can't exist in the same place, okay? Because if you're fearful, that means that you don't have faith that what you are calling in is going to happen. Remember, we talked about that, surrendering to the divine. You cannot be fearful and faithful. You got to pick a side, and you need to pick the side of being faithful. Trust in your dreams, trust in your visions. What you are wanting to happen is going to happen. Do not create, we talked about this, self-fulfilling prophecies. Remember, thinking backwards. Don't talk yourself into something that is not true, okay? This is the time to release that. This is the time to release that negativity, the doubts that you are having. It's time to release that. Remember, we talked about insomnia as well. If you are letting your thoughts run out of control, really do some meditation, something to really slow yourself down and unwind yourself at the end of the night, so that you can try to get a more restful sleep. Okay, when you find yourself worrying or being overly anxious, take a break, slow yourself down. You may want to practice some breathing exercises that will help you as well. Do not allow, the more thoughts are things, okay? Thoughts are things and thoughts are energy. So we are not sending, our goal is not to send negative energy out into the universe. We want to do just the opposite. So when you are feeling overly anxious, worried, or doubting your abilities, your manifestations, reverse your thinking. Okay, reverse the way you're talking to yourself. Reverse and tell yourself, you can use gratitude, right? Turn it around and start saying the things that you're grateful for, the things that the abundance that you have. Turn to gratitude, and you can also turn to your connection with spirit, right? You can meditate to help you start to slow this worrying down, slow your mind down from thinking the opposite of what you are trying to attract, right? Because we got good things that are coming in, y'all. So you definitely want to release the anxiety, the fear, because you have great things that are coming in. Okay, but I am going to clarify this 9 of Swords and see, what are we overthinking about, Spirit? What are we overthinking about? Love, right? So clarifying this 9 of Swords, you have the King of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups that came out. So this may be in like directly related to a relationship, or feeling a lack of love, or feeling like you are not going to have someone to come in. Remember, we talked about this as well. You first have to, if you have gone through a relationship that you have that did not end well, you have to go through a time of, wait a minute, where's my card? Oh, a period of healing, right, before you can call in new and healthy connections. Do not feel like you are going to be alone, okay? Really take this time to nurture yourself, heal yourself, and remember who you are. Remember your strength, remember your power. You will call in new connections, new supportive connections, new people who will assist you and will really show you the love that you deserve and desire. But that starts within. So you have to focus right now on healing yourself. And don't worry, because these connections are going to come in, okay? This is a time of really going within, dealing with your emotions, the things that you have suppressed. And don't worry about being alone, because you will have a new connection that will come in, okay? Very good. What are we doing to close the read now, Spirit? I didn't even pull. They just said Earth Magic. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and get y'all an Earth Magic Oracle to close the reading out, okay? Very good, because I certainly did not pull any cards out to give y'all a final word of guidance. Come through, Spirit. What do we need to know as our final word of guidance here? All right, so final word of guidance for y'all. You have wake up call, tsunami, and I'm going to read this out of the book. Okay, wake up call. So this is like the judgment card, right? Look, I'm not surprised at all. This card says, one of the scariest and more destructive of natural phenomena, along with volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, and tornadoes, a tsunami occurs when a large volume of water is suddenly and rapidly displaced. It's triggered by an undersea disturbance, typically an earthquake or volcanic eruption. that causes a series of powerful waves to travel across the ocean at speeds up to 500 miles per hour. Yet on the open ocean, the height of these waves seems so small that they generally pass unnoticed. As these waves get closer to the shoreline, their height increases enormously, even as their speed slows to 50 miles per hour. The distance between the waves or the trough can be considerable, taking 20 to 30 minutes from wave to wave. You are getting a wake-up call. It may be in the form of a significant loss or other dramatic event in your life, typically one that you were not prepared for initially. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring. Yet you also know that it is time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. You are experiencing a real-life drama, so there is no need to amplify it more than it already is. Often when you look back after something like this has passed, you can recall signs that foreshadowed it happening. There may have been obvious clues that you ignored or omens that were so subtle they were easy to dismiss as imaginings of the mind rather than the voice or of your instinct. There are many anecdotes about animals operating purely on instinct, picking up on clues, and naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami approaches. To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts while at the same time seeking the higher ground of spiritual truth. Okay, listen, I already told you, surrender to the divine, surrender to spirit. Okay, this is the time to go within and really listen to yourself, connect with yourself, listen to your intuition. Okay, very good, y'all. I hope that this reading was helpful. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Okay, ToShae B336 Tarot. Y'all, set some intentions today. Set some intentions for growth. Set some intentions for transformation. Set some intentions for abundance, okay? And start calling these things in, all right? I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye.